Good morning. My name is John Vacarro, and I have the honor of serving as your council president for this year. I would like to take a few minutes to review our capital campaign. This campaign, it's not about the money, it's not about building a new ministry center, but it's about sharing the love of Jesus with others. You may recall that back in January, about 2 months ago, I shared with you the condition of our administrative offices, which is also known as the Celebration Center. The Celebration Center was only meant to be a temporary solution for a couple of years, and that was over 22 years ago. Due to its age and condition, it requires constant repairs and maintenance, and we are told it is not expected to last much longer. Because it's a manufactured structure by code, it cannot be replaced. So now is the time for us to prepare for our new ministry center. A few weeks ago, Amanda McNally, a lifelong HSLC member and architect, shared with you the conceptual and floor plan of our new ministry center. This new structure will house our pastors, our administrative staff. It will have a place for our leaders to get together and plan our events and ministries, as well as a designated area for our new digital ministry. Last week, Eric Rucker, our contemporary music director and IT genius, shared with us the importance of expanding our digital presence. Having a digital presence allowed us to worship during the coronavirus shutdown. As Eric shared with us, having and expanding our digital ministry is vital in the success of our church now and in the future. So now is the time. As I was thinking about our capital campaign, I was wondering if this campaign is bold or too bold as we are starting to recover from this COVID pandemic. But then I remembered that as Christians, we have a responsibility to be bold in sharing the love of Jesus with others. I thought about the 30 people who in 1986 started this church. They were comfortable and happy in their church, but they were moved by the Holy Spirit to come here in Juno Beach and start this church. Not for them, but for the people who would come. Because of their commitment and dedication, hundreds and hundreds, and I would say probably thousands of people have been introduced to and have a closer relationship with Jesus. You can say that these 30 people were bold in sharing the love of Jesus to others, including me and maybe even you. I remember giving a presentation to our church leaders a few years ago, and I shared with them a graph of our worship attendance over the years. It started in 1986 with 30 people and quickly grew to about 100. Then our worship attendance leveled off and stagnated and even dropped down a little bit until 1994, when something happened. Our worship attendance started growing every year and is still growing to this day. So what happened in 1994? I probably will never forget Martina saying that she knew what happened. She said that that is the year that the Wagners joined this church. Although this is true, something else happened. Something incredible happened. We made the decision to become an outreach church and created our mission statement. We became a church that not only cares about each other, but also about people in our community and beyond. People whose names we did not know, but we knew that they mattered to God, and they should and they do matter to us. We began sharing our blessings with others, and in turn, God has continued to pour out His blessings to us. That is why we are contributing a portion of our campaign to the Florida Lutheran Services, in particular to the Lippman Center, to help those who are really in need. You can say becoming an outreach type of church was bold, but it was bold in sharing the love of Jesus with others. I also remember back about 12 years ago when we built the Learning Center and preschool. This was done during the height of the Great Recession. Could we have picked any worse a time? But we knew that it was the right time. Hundreds and hundreds of children, adults, and families have a closer relationship with Jesus because of this. You can say that building the Learning Center and preschool during the Great Recession was bold, but it was bold in sharing the love of Jesus. So, what's the next step? That is up to me, to you, to all of us. Will we continue to be bold in sharing the love of Jesus? The leaders of this church are fully committed to our capital campaign, and our pastors and every member of your church council have already made their pledge. We now invite you to join us. Your commitment, regardless of the size of the gift, is as important to you as it is to the campaign. There is no greater feeling than being able to share the blessings that God has given you and to know that you had a part in changing people's lives. I would like to suggest a different approach to this process. That is not only based upon your wallet, but your heart as well. To engage God in this process by talking to Him, praying to Him, and thanking God for all of the blessings that He has given you and your family. To thank Jesus for being by our side, not only during the good times, but by being by our side during the challenging times as well. If you do this, I believe that the Holy Spirit will guide you and will make you make the right decision for you and your family, and you will feel good about it. If you have any questions, I encourage you to reach out to Pastor Jim, Pastor Frank, or any church council member. We are here to help you and to answer your questions through this process. Thank you, and may God continue to bless you and your family.